Okay. Getting things set up. We are ready to rock. Want to make sure you can hear and see the screen. Make sure things are done in order. All right, cool. Good and groovy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. It's a confusing thing when you're 12 hours ahead of everyone else. All right, so got a lot to cover today. And just giving everyone a chance to get settled in, come in and do all the good things. All right, cool. Right, let me just make sure. Okay, there we go. Okay, that'll be cool. All right, there's Tam. All right, sweet. What does mine say, dude? Okay, cool and groovy. Right, I'm gonna get started then. Just dive right in because we do have a lot to cover today. So let me make sure I'm sharing the screen. How the hell have the controls gone? Share screen. There we go. Right, you should see a welcome screen. Do you see that? Just confirm that we are good to go. All right, cool. Right, so we are going to dive in. It is going to come thick and fast today, but let's just get to, first of all, we picked a winner yesterday. I want to give Josie a big congratulations. You guys made my life difficult picking a winner, but Josie said, I realize that building wealth through microcaps isn't as complicated as I thought. The decentralized tools like MetaMask with Solara, make the process private, secure, and independent of external financial regulations. What stood out most was learning this method remains unaffected by global economic shifts and political events, give me full control over my financial future. This simple, systematic approach to wealth creation opened my eyes to how much opportunity exists in crypto without needing extensive technical knowledge. It's empowering, and I'm eager to keep learning. So give them a giant congratulations. Win $100, and we're cool. So, someone's saying my computer crashed after 20 minutes of day one. Can you tell me where the replay is? The replays are in the Google Doc and in Discord. Okay, so we put them in multiple places for you, and you're all good to go. But let's give again. Can't show it because it's on my other monitor. There's a big flood of thumbs up and celebrations and emojis. So well done, Jussie. And you're all good to go. All right, cool. Now, with that being said, again, a little bit of housekeeping. Make sure you're in the Discord group. Everything happens there. Replays are posted in the session replays channel. Inner Circle and Red Carpet VIP replays are sent after 24 hours. Red Carpet replays have been updated already and everything else. Transcripts and summaries are processed 24 to 48 hours after. Day one's going to get posted. Please report the Google Doc. Tam just did that right before you posted, so please look at what Tam posted. She posts all the links for us, so you can make sure you're all good. Where do I go for the red carpet? Well, you have to go through the start here and make sure you go through all the thank you pages for each product you purchase. But again, it's all in the Google Doc. Follow that, start here, and it walks you through all that shit. Okay. So again, I'm not gonna tell people where to find shit. It's all in the Google Doc, and you can find and navigate from there. All right. So anyway, yes, we're gonna go for about an hour, and like I said, resources are posted in the featured posts. The resources, and also in the Google Doc as well. So you're all good. Now, one thing that's very important. There are, and it pisses me off, this is one thing Zuckerberg fucked up a lot. There are always scammers who like to come around, pretend to be me, okay? We'll never send you a DM or friend request. Always check that there's a blue mark on my on any profile, which I have. There are a bunch of scammers. Every time we do a masterclass, actually it happens at least once a week, there's always some little asshole pretending to be me, offering some hey, I don't know, fucking crypto investment at 80, 10, 20 profit share. It's bullshit. Okay. Actually, no one, we don't do this. We don't reach out to you on Facebook, but there's a bunch of losers out there. And I should also do this real quick. Okay. So I've changed my Facebook profile there, but if you get a message from anyone except me, and I'm going to be careful about this is my current profile, 36K followers, blue check mark, and big ugly mug with a motorbike. Okay. That's my current profile. Be aware of that. Anyone else reaches out to you and they've got some bullshit profile and, like 10 followers and shit like that, it ain't me. All right. Just be aware of that. I hate to even mention that, but I have to do it every time because, well, there's assholes. All right. So, with that being said, day one, we laid the foundation. We started going through what this is about, the 30,000-foot view of the strategy, how it all works, what microcaps are, and everything else. If you haven't seen the replay yet, do go check that out. It is in the Google Doc that has been posted. Okay, today we're going to be finding the hidden goal, identifying 5 potential opportunities, where they are, how to minimize risk, how to verify and validate the coin, and a chance to win a VIP 1-hour mini group training session with me, only for 4 people, and of course, $100 for the best aha moment. Do that at the end. Then tomorrow we're going to go into the actual trading side of it, how to actually place the trades, turn this into a production line process, $1 million mindset, and how to do this consistently and predictably. Okay, then how to level up from here with everything else that we've talked about, including the Hive community, some software I'll show you to speed all this up. And then day 5 is the open Q&A. Ask me anything, if you will. You can ask me about my favorite motorbikes, my favorite rock bands. I don't mind, whatever it is. I like to keep it obviously relative to what we're doing, but we'll also be telling you how to enter the grand prize for $1,000 funding for someone. Plus, I'm going to give away $500 for a run-up and $250 for third place. So we are expanding that out. So, okay, we've already been through this, so I'm going to skip this. Okay, so I did have that space there, but obviously I fucked that up, so we've already done that. So let's just get into the agenda. We're going to how to find a continuous flow of opportunities, verify and validate opportunities, the critical quick sweep checklist, and how to avoid number 1 mistake we made us make. So there is going to be an assignment at the end, and then we'll do a recap. Okay, then a Q&A. So if you remember yesterday, we talked about the 30,000-foot view of the strategy. How to find a new coin, which is from announcements, Twitter, Telegram, launch lists, pre-launches. We're going to go into what some of those are in a moment. Okay. Then how to verify and validate, how to look at a project, look at the team history, websites, their presence, their marketing, any interest in the coin, initial liquidity, bullshit checks, and everything else. Then, as we talked about more on day 3, how to execute the trade, and then get out for a profit, and then rinse and repeat. Okay, so how do we find coins? Well, one of the things is there's a lot of launch announcements. So you can scour crypto forums like, Reddit, Reddit channels and Bitcoin Talk for fresh announcements. Subscribe to niche newsletters for exclusive inside scoops. Keep an eye out for what are called ICO, which are initial coin offerings or initial DApp offerings on calendars for upcoming microcap projects. I'll show you a couple of those in a moment. This really is sifting and keeping your ear to the ground. Now, this is one thing. As you do this, when you first start, you're like, okay, I don't fuck all. But as you go and continuously do this, you'll start raising awareness about projects coming up, about new launches and everything else. You'll start keeping your ear to the ground and you'll start hearing that rhythm. You'll start getting announcements. So this one is a longer term one, okay? Now, you've got the Twitter and Xverse, whatever they call it this week. But you can also follow top crypto influencers, and I use that word loosely, and traders for insights and updates. Use hashtags like, do a search for hashtag microcap or hashtag altcoin to discover trending coins and posts, and again, raises your awareness. You can engage in conversations, ask questions, learn from the Twitter crypto community. And now, there are channels for influencers, coins and callers and everything else. Also Telegram. Telegram is ground zero for crypto and microcap and DeFi. So you can join active discussion groups for real-time market talk, be part of project-specific channels, and you'll see this in a moment, a lot of coins have their own Telegram groups, and that gives you an idea about what's going on with the launch and everything else. You can network with like-minded traders and share tips, but the Telegram drives me nuts. Okay, it's ground zero, but it drives me nuts. There's a lot of noise. Adds a lot of cult-like shillers, but there are some great list channels as well. All right, launch lists. So you can check out websites like CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap for new coin listings. Utilize platforms that track new listings like CryptoPanic or ICO Drops. Those are two websites that are very good. Regularly visit and review lists to spot any fresh opportunities before they come up and pop up. But, and I'll walk through this in a moment, beware of blind token launches. And what that means is when there's a big announcement, but they don't give you the token, because every coin is a token and it has an address, a unique address. It may have a funky name like, I don't know, Sean's bike, or I don't know, Trump's left testicle, who knows? They can have weird freaking names and you'll see some very weird stuff out there, but all of them review down to a token address, and that's the real fingerprint, the ID of it. But they don't give that in advance, then you're going in blind. You have no information. You can't do any research before a coin launches. One of the cool things, and one of the most important things, is we don't go in blind. We wait for data. We want to make sure we have as much information on a coin as we can get before we even start. Now, there's also, this one I do like doing, and I'll show you this in a moment, pre-launches. Now, the one thing with a pre-launch is when there's a new coin, they have to have liquidity, okay? They have to have some market cap to start with, okay? A little bit of cash injected. Well, what some coins will do is they will tell you all about the project and they will offer a pre-launch. In other words, before anyone else gets in, you can get in even earlier and they'll tell you about the project, all the details, the website. They'll give you all this data, which is great for us to research. Now, we don't participate in pre-launches. We use them for research, but we do not take part in them. Why? Okay. Well, one of the problems is when you get into a pre-launch, they lock up your money and your tokens and you can't sell. So if it drops like a bloody rock, you can't get out because you've got in too early. Okay. You've got in without the extra data, yada, yada, yada. So we do not participate in the pre-launches. We only use them for just learning. So you can keep tabs on the interest and everything else. You kind of get an early insight into the project. But we'll talk about that in a moment. So paid shillers. Now, this is very easy to spot. A lot of the times, who heard about Hawk Coin? H-A-U-K or H-A-U-K, whatever it was. Haley Welch, Hawk Tour Girl. Anyone heard about that launch where it went absolutely to shit? It skyrocketed to, I think it was some ridiculous, 100,000, and then it dropped like a brick, 90%. You say it's a joke. Okay, someone said what a joke it was. Here's the problem. I feel bad for the girl. Okay, she has no fucking idea about crypto, micro caps and how the industry works. I mean, let's face it, she's famous for saying one thing, and I won't go into that. She has no idea about that. She was a paid shiller. But worse, I think she was also a paid, again, she's left holding the bag in this regard. But this is the thing. You could literally make, or have made, if you follow our strategies, a lot of money on that coin before it crashed. There was a lot of snipers in there trying to get in right at the very beginning, and it ramped up the coin a lot. But with our strategies, you'd have actually made a lot of money from that coin before it crashed. And I'm going to show you some patterns of coins that go up and then crash, okay? And a lot of them, again, it happens at different speeds. But yeah, she's left holding the bag while the team who partnered, I say partnered or paid her to do this, walked up with all the fucking money. So paid shillers are usually people who are out there paid to talk about a coin, and they could be, just barking. I call them carnival barkers. But let's just say that a lot of them are compensated for their opinions. So if you see a coin and it raises your awareness, do your own research. Don't take what anyone else says on blind faith. No, someone's asking, can you short a coin? No, it's only bullish on this one, only long. So you got to be wary of pump and dumps, like Hawk 2 coin was, as an example, that can leave you high and dry. You can use these to raise awareness, but you'll see this acronym a lot. DYOR, do your own research. It's essential. Okay, so on the flip side of this, there are microcap callers. These are people who are building their reputation based on their solid track record of successful predictions, analysis, and everything else. Cross-check any calls, as it's called, with other trusted experts for a balanced view, but also do your own research before investing. Never rely solely on others. They can be good as a starting point, but oftentimes the money gets too good to them and they sell out and they become basically paid shillers. So with all of that, what the hell can we do? Because if you think about this, what is an easier way to verify and check stuff out before we ever get going? I mean, all of those can be complicated. Well, let me just show you, I should show you this. Let's just go to, let's see. And I'll give you a link to this. This is like a launch calendar, but also pre-launches. It does several different networks. But let's go to, I'm going to go to, you see here, I'm on Launchpads, and I'm just going to go here. Someone mentioned about airdrops. I don't bother with airdrops. There is a couple of strategies you can do to farm those, but it's kind of complicated. You can get given coins early, and it tries to simulate activity at the very beginning. There are complicated ways using multiple wallets and automation tools to farm airdrops and get given in advance, but I don't bother with that. I've got a friend who makes a lot of money farming airdrops, but it's too much complication. And again, a lot of it can be a waste of fucking time. But let's have a look at this one. Again, pink sale. I'll just give you this link. I just want to show you this before I show you the fast one. Okay. So if I come here and I can say, okay, I want to look at Ethereum. I can look at Solana, but I'm going to go Ethereum right now. And I want to make sure that KYC'd, in other words, we know the team. Okay. And yeah, let's just leave it at that. So I want to make sure they're audited in KYC. Now, these are pre-sales. Okay. So we can see right now, this one is in process, sale live. This one's upcoming. But one of the cool things with this is I can see when a project is meeting its target. So it's raised a lot of capital, 22,000 or 22 ETH, which is about 60,000, 70,000. Oh, what is it right now? 3,300, about $70,000. So, okay, that's one I could go say, okay, now let me go look at that, and I can click view. Maybe I want to see what's going on. You see, there's all sorts of trending ones right now that I can have a look at, but this pool has ended. When did it end? I can start looking at dates. I can see, okay, key highlights, pre-sale ends today. Launch on Sunday so I'm already now ahead. I can figure out, okay, this one's going to launch on Sunday. What is it? There's all the link to the website, X, I can start seeing Telegram, and I'll tell you very quickly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a good website that actually gives a reason for what it's doing. Okay, this actually has no information. Doesn't tell me anything about it. Innovation, community, and giving back is a token built to create impact with utilities, AI, and a mission to give back. In other words, says fuck all. Okay, so and this is the thing that drives me nuts. Lots of coins launch and they have all sorts of buzzwords and bullshit, but they say fuck all. Okay, but we can see the audit that they claim. And this is from Cyberscope. So you can check out some information, see if it's got any big red flags. We can start going through their Twitter. Okay, how many followers they got? About 1,000 followers, that's not bad. Telegram, only 218 subscribers. I like to see 500 to 1,000, but okay. But this is the thing. With this, we get a lot of information up front. Okay, good. Now, you can start going through all this, but the main thing is we have a token. And that we can then allow and start going through different things. That's good. Okay. So anyway, the starting, that's a quick way to start looking at coins. Now, there's a faster way. This is what I mentioned here. Bypassing all this crap, I'm going to show you a really, really quick one that I don't have to go listen to callers, influencers, pre-launches, yada, yada, yada. I want to look at coins that have already launched and start having their data. I'll show you how to do that right now. So come up to DEX Tools, come up to Live New Pairs, and I'm going to start with Ethereum. Now, this means all of these coins have launched, which means they have data. Okay, so I'm going to look at anything that has at least 1 hour of data. So I'm scrolling down, and I want to look for the total liquidity, and I want that to be above 30,000. So I'm scrolling down. Here's one, TechnoKing. Now, the other thing is, should do this real quick. Come back to this. Rug pulled. See that? That was 80,000. Literally just, even as I clicked on that. Boom. Yeah. Beware of this token. The team has sold at least, blah, 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 blah. See that big red flag? Now, here's the interesting thing. It only just launched and literally it just created. So yeah, that's how we avoid bullshit very, very quickly. Let's have a look at the rest of them, see if there's anything else that pops up. Oh, there are. Okay, that was a clone of this one. That's the one I was looking at. So, right, what we'll do is I'm going to open up a few, and then I'm going to show you very quickly how we eliminate 99% of the bullshit. Okay, free Elon. Okay, and I'm looking for larger liquidity, and a pool variance. In other words, this means there's buys and sells. Okay, so I'm going to open up a few of these, and I might even go just a little less. Okay, no variance on that one. I'll use that one as an example. So these are coins that have launched in the last few hours, and I'm going to go 1 to 4 hours or so. Couple of mittens ones here, so I expect one of those is a scan. Yeah, this one here. So we've got a few here, but what's the first thing you notice with this one? Okay, this is a test. Do you notice anything here? Red audit. Yes, absolutely. You see, over here, they have the ability to scan the token on your behalf, and they do this. So they do a lot of the checks. You can see here, honeypot, big red audit, automatically disqualified. Okay, so this one has just launched, free Elon, has socials, but the first thing I do is I want to look at the audits. And if it's a yellow, usually yellow is not as big a deal. It's a caution, like other risks, but it doesn't say. But here's the important thing. This is how we eliminate 99% of the bullshit. First thing we do, go to Token Sniffer. Now, on Solana coins, there's Sol Sniffer, and I'll walk through that. But let's just have a look at this. And we want a score of 85 or greater. This one has been flagged for evidence of bug, hack, or scam. Don't need to do any more research. Gone. Now, do you understand what we're doing here? We're looking for tokens that have launched, that have data, and very quickly eliminating any bullshit before we start. We're not even looking at the chart yet. What we're looking at is we're finding a coin and eliminating it. Now, when we find a good coin, if we find one, then I'm going to walk you through, okay, what do we look for next? So what we're doing is we're finding a whole lot of coins that have, again, liquidity, which means they have money, and they have buys and sells. So this part being green, which means people are actively buying and selling, okay? That's what we're looking for. So, and we're looking at coins that have been launched within an hour to 4 hours to start, okay? Which only means there's probably about 5 or 10 to look at, okay? So having a look at this one, Liquid DeFi. All right, now this one is a little concerning. We've got green audits, okay? But what I'm seeing here is you see where we have this very, very flat. That means there's no activity in that 15 minutes, which means there's probably no one even looking at this or trading it. We have no website or Twitter or Telegram or anything yet, but again, let's quickly eliminate or see if it has any legs. We go to Token Sniffer. 70 out of 100, it's below our 85. Goodbye. Right, Mittens, just launched, it's kicked up, but we also have a second Mittens. Red flag, boom, done. This one, Super AGI, done. So we've only got one out of that quick little bundle that we can look at. And let's have a look at Token Sniffer. So I'll click on Audit, Token Sniffer. Boom, it's a scam. Done. So out of all of those, it was like, what do we have? 6? All of them weren't worth looking at. All right, quick. Let's move over to have a look at Solana. Now, Solana is a little problematical on this because there's a new coin launched every few seconds. Look at this. There's in the last 2 minutes, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 coins. So this one is a little trickier to work, okay? But if we come down here, and I'm going to look for something that's in the hour range with full variance, okay? Honestly, a lot of these, this one is certainly harder. And because a lot of these also have just tensile, it's like it's boilerplate. So I look for something that isn't tensile generally. Musk AI. Okay. I'm automatically ignoring the tensile because they're all boilerplate or 79.01. That's again, a red flag. Take me a second just to scroll through. See how many rug pulls there are? So generally, this is what you see. After a rug pull usually happens after 2 hours. So I'm looking for ones now that are outside of that. Okay, so I've got a lot of tabs open. So let's have a look. Audit. Okay, that one has no reds. I'm a little hesitant about that one, but let's just go through, see if there's any green audits or red audits. Okay, no audit, kill that one. Okay, so all of these have green audits so far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Soul Sniffer. So if we go under the audits, it doesn't have a link to Token Sniffer because Token Sniffer only works with BNB coins and Solana, Ethereum coins. So we can get the address, the unique fingerprint, and come down here on the left side, get the address, and put it into Soul Sniffer. So we come up here, enter this, and then you have to click on the token side, and it goes and checks the coin if it doesn't already have it in its database. Wallet not found. Scan now. One scan wallet, one scan token. No token detected. So we can't verify it, eliminate it. Okay, next, print. Before I even go any further, this is the important thing, is I want to go check it and see if it's valid. No token, can't detect it. Okay, fine. Eliminate. We have no information, we have no validation, we don't even bother. Okay, nope, nothing on that one. So put this token in. No, it's not finding any of these. Now, it might be because these are brand new, but also could be that they're bullshit and they're these copy and paste tokens. Okay, not finding any of these. So I'm eliminating them because we have no audit and data on them. And if I don't have data on them, if I can't validate the contract, then I'm not going to bother. And this is the part that takes a while, is finding and eliminating these. Now, I might show you in just a moment. Because we're not finding anything immediately, even faster. Ah, here we go. Okay, so we found one. Yay! All right, so we've eliminated 4 so far, but let's have a look at this. Now, this one, I wouldn't trade. Okay, but I'm looking at it. Okay, private wallet holds significant supply. So we're below 80. And again, if you see here, if I roll over here, you see 85 to 100, that's our range. We're at 70. Fortunately, that means the one we found, we eliminate. Okay, let's have a look at Wi-Fi with AI. Okay. But this, a lot of the time, we're looking to eliminate coins from interest. Okay. This one is 87. All right. Low risk and recently deployed contract, low LP provider count. That's okay because it's a brand new coin. All right. Now that we've done that, we've gone through maybe 10 coins so far. Okay. We can then go research this. Let's have a look at the website. This is how we do it. Basically, we do a check, we do a token sniffer. Yes, token sniffer is, again, all these links will be in the resources document, by the way. Now we can look at the chart. The chart looks actually okay, although it went up and it's gone down. We'll talk about this more later, but that is what we're looking for. The highest high on the first pulse. And we've marked that off. Realize that that is as straight as buckle. Right. So, but now I can go look at the website. I'll go look at the website. I'll go look at social media, the Telegram. Why is that? Okay. Yes, I understand. Fuck off. Right. Yes, I understand. Fuck off. And that's a new thing they've added that is, yeah, I should click, don't show this again. Only 58 subscribers. That's a red flag. Okay. Only 23 followers. Again, that's fuck all. And oh my God, I hate these websites. So it's a meme coin. Okay. It's doing nothing, not a lot of interest. As much as it pains me, I'm not going to trade it. That's it. Move on. So it passed the sniffer test. So it's a legit coin trying. They've got a presence, but they've got not a lot of interest. Like I said, on X, I want at least 500 to 1,000 plus people following, which means they've done their marketing in advance. On Telegram, I want at least 500 to 1,000 people as well, but didn't have that. Although it passed the audit checks and it looks like a legit attempt. It's not a bullshit coin in terms of that, but yeah, bugger all. So, okay, Trump coin. Let's have a look at this. There's loads of these Trump coins out there. Trump pump only got a 52% score. I don't even need to do anything else. Look at that. Yeah, fuck all, high risk, boom. Guess what? Not bothering. Done. I got no coins. Okay, move on. Does that make sense? Do you, this is a good question. Do you check Google Trends? No, because they ain't going to show up on anything else. But here's the thing. I can go through a ton of coins very quickly and eliminate, and I give myself a good reason not to touch them. If they pass all the checks, which is first stage is, okay, is there any red flags? If there's any red audits, move away. Done. Don't even bother doing anything else. Go. And the whole point of this is you do this quick check, and then you go to, token sniffer or soul sniffer, check. Is there anything there? Okay, it passes that. Now I can dig deeper. I don't waste my time on, bullshit. There's no need. Okay, so so someone say, how many subscribers do you prefer? About 500 to 1,000. That's an average, a good start. But let's go over to BNB chain and see what we got over here. Again, 31 minutes. Okay, I'm going to go again to an hour and see. I'm going to look at this one. It's on the lower end of the scale, but I did mention about market cap. So I want to show you that. What you see here isn't often the market cap. So I'm going to go here. And there's a lot of different chains. Avalanche that we talked about yesterday and many others. But what I'm doing right now is I'm scanning down looking for the green. And then I'm looking left to see what the numbers are. So that's 6 hours. Okay, so there's quick through. All right. I'm seeing this stair step, which means there's not a lot of interest. It's past audits. Go to token sniffer. Similar contracts, 70, boom, eliminated. But I did mention about the market cap. You can come down here and you can see this has only got a $9,000 market cap. We want about 50K on jump. So that would have eliminated any. All right, so we can come down here, 606K market cap. This one smells like a honeypot just by looking at it. Yeah. Okay, so a honeypot, does anyone know? Well, okay, a honeypot is basically, it pulls you in, but you can't get out, like a fly in a honeypot, okay? It pulls you in, but you can't sell. So just looking at this, even before I even saw this, if you see something that is almost a perfect going up, or it's like this, and it's so consistent, it's bullshit, run away, okay? So, but again, automatically eliminate, boom, contract's not verified, yeah, it just smell, that just is too consistent, smells. One of the things you can often see is when you have like 4 green bars and then funnel, very, very small, and then 4, and then another. When you see rhythmic patterns like that, it smells fake, okay? This one audit, red, boom. So I can go through a lot of these very, very quickly, but fuck. All right, listen. We haven't found anything to trade yet, and that's okay. I'm not going to force a trade just to do one. If there's nothing showing, then the next thing we do, and we'll talk about this more tomorrow, but I can look at other ones up here and see what is, these are ones that are more established. Okay, so you know what, we'll talk about that more tomorrow, because that's where we get into double tap territory. But I'm also going to show you one other way. We can come down here on the DEX board, the home page. So just go on the DEX board, come down here. Where is, okay, there. Pairs, okay. I want to come to pairs. I want to look at I'm just looking at the greens here. I'm going to organize this by created, so I can see ones that have been very quickly launched in the last few hours that have green audits and have growth. So I'm going to look at GOAT. I'm going to have a look at RIRI here. This is another method, by the way. GOC, DUC. I'm just going to look at ones up to about 12 hours. So this is another sneaky little trick. It's kind of, they're not being rug pulled, they've got some data, but this might also be a second chance. So let's have a look. Green, interestingly, this one has snuck its head above, but it pulled back down, but it hasn't crashed. Okay. Let's just do a quick token stiff check. Okay. Well, this is on Solana, so let's do Sol Sniffer. Grab the token. $87. Okay, it's passed the bullshit check. All right, that would be one. I'd put it one side, mark it. And I'm going to give you, what I'm going to do is, guys, I'm going to give you these ones that pass. Okay? So let's have a look at Riri here. Okay, that's dipped off. Okay. Pass the check. Right. There's second one. Okay, you can see this one went up and it faded away. This probably isn't doing fuck all. But I keep going closing Soul Sniffer because I'm a muppet this morning. Okay. Pass the check. Okay. Duck AI. Now, interestingly, these are ones you can keep an eye on. Passes the check, 87. I'm just going to paste these in a minute. Okay, this one. What do you see wrong with this one? Someone asked, why are they called pairs? Because they're paired against Solana. So it's that token versus Solana. So you exchange one for the other, Solana versus the token. But what do you see about this one that is too consistent, too perfect? Yeah, I see that. Such a gradual curve. And even though it's passed the audit checks, yeah, that smells wrong. Wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. This is very, very important. So let's have a look. It passed all the checks. Looks like it's, you know, probably a relatively high score as well. But yeah, I don't trust that. So I'd walk away. Now this one dropped like a brick, suddenly sold. Not a rug pull, but yeah, I'm looking at that. Looks like it's dead. It was in there. Looks like it's dead. So I'm not even going to bother with it. Okay. No, okay. So this is kind of like what happened with Hawk2 coin we mentioned earlier on. Went up, did really well, and then faded away. This is consistent, happens a lot in MicroCapTalk. Now, obviously, Hawk2 coin, as an example, was a very public coin. So it was also brought in a lot of snipers, a lot of other bullshit as well. Also brought in a lot of money. But yeah, that is quite common. What we want to do, and this is why, and we'll talk about this more tomorrow, we look for that first thrust, mark it off at the top, and then we wait for a coin to beat it. In other words, we avoid these. So talk about that more tomorrow. We'll talk more about it yesterday. Okay, we'll get in a DeLorean. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why we do this, is to eliminate the bullshit. This coin here, again, mark off the highest high of the first thrust and wait and see. But yeah, right now, I pretty much guarantee all of these are passing, but I always double check. Okay. Now, trick question. Yes or no? What about this one? Yeah. Why? You say no, but a lot of it too consistent. Exactly. So now you're getting it. You see, a lot of what we do is eliminating bullshit before it starts. Eliminating the bullshit. And that's what a lot of this is yeah, okay, we'll go through, we'll look, we'll see what's going on. But if there's a lot of bullshit, then yeah, well, and I'm going to open up some of these ones across the top as well. All right, so let's close some of these down because we've given you some that are worth a look. Let's have a look at this one. Okay, yeah, that looks like sold off, dropped. Okay, fuck all. This one actually is valid and it's doing well. It's had its thrust. Okay, let's just go check it. Sol sniffer. $87. Okay, so there's another one that's doing okay. But you guys are already getting it. Here's the beautiful thing. You guys have already got and understand bullshit filters. Now, if you've been in the internet marketing world for any length of time, you can smell bullshit a mile away. That's good. Now we're just applying it methodically. So, boom, boom, boom. All right, this one actually did have its first thrust, but it's kicking up again. This is what we call double tap. We'll talk about this more tomorrow. But I'm liking this one for a second round, mainly because I'm seeing a consistency going up. So there may be a double shot on this one. We'll put this one on the sidebar. Okay, but there's lots of coins that we've. Yeah, are we going to teach more of this tomorrow? Yeah, absolutely. With the actual trading side of it, yes. Right now, we're focusing on the elimination of the bullshit. So let me come back to the presentation to summarize what we're doing here. Okay, so the quick sweep. We want to validate the project and the company fundamentals. We want to make sure, first of all, obviously, that there's no audits. That's why we validate the token and the code, which again, we're doing with Token Sniffer and everything else. Then we can go into more of the details. Once we have, the information, we can start looking at, okay, what's this coin about? What's our risk assessment? Here's a little golden tip. If it's a good software project, I'm going to have a longer term view of it. If it's a meme, it's, I don't know, some fucking stupid cat with a pink hairdo, then it's not going to be a long-term play. It's going to be short interest. It's a meme coin. We're going to be in and out. That's trade planning, okay? Does it pass the general sniff test? We saw some coins that passed validity, passed token checks and audits and everything else, but it didn't pass the sniff test. Boom, eliminate. I'm okay. I don't care if I trade today or not. If I don't find a trade, I'm all right. I'm going to come back tomorrow and do it again. Okay. Then I'm also going to give you a quick sweep checklist you can download as well, which is this. Let me just, whoops, let me actually get a link and I'll post that in the chat. Okay. That's going to give you this. So you see that? Quickly eliminate 95% of the bullshit. Done. Let's see how many people are joining in right now. Yeah, there you go. So, and then you can go through all the other things and so on. But this, you will eliminate 95% of this just like that. Okay? Then you can go through and start going down more and more. Okay. But this will get rid of 95% of the bullshit before you even start. And it drives me fucking crazy that more people in trading don't do this. Just this one thing will protect their ass. If all those poor people who claimed they lost their life savings with Hawk Turcoin had followed this, had gone through it, and again gone through the fundamentals, they probably would have either had a trade plan or not even fucking traded at all. Okay. Now, how often do you check for microcaps in a day? It's a good question. Usually I'm done by now. I mean, what I've just done is the checks I would have done for the day. Now, I've got a different way to do it. We'll talk about that on. Oh, fuck. Okay. Do you want to see a really quick way to do it? Do you want a sneak peek of the software I use to do this even faster? I wasn't doing this until Thursday, but fuck it, it's relevant today. And this is something we built for ourselves. Well, I built it for myself, should I say. I'm just loading it up, so bear with me. I'm doing it on the other screen. Just got to log in. We'll talk about this on, like I said, more on Thursday and everything else, because this is part of our bigger program and everything else. Here. Now, we were also doing some maintenance and some tests and upgrades on this. Oops, no, not that. Radar, okay. And Tam, I'm using these like a bloody fidget spinner. So all the time I'm doing this, I've got them on my desk and I'm using like casino chips and stuff like that. So yeah, just to show you, amusing thing, but got one Bitcoin there. Not actually Bitcoin, obviously, because it's a physical token, but really cool. I love these fucking things. I use them like fidget spinners right now on my desk. All right, so let's just see. I'm going to change networks. And this allows me to, this scans all the new coins and seeing what's going out there. The problem we're having right now is there's so many Solana coins released every few seconds. It's driving me fucking crazy. But I'm just going to go, I'm going to eliminate the Solana ones. And let's just have a look and see what else is here. Okay. So that's another network. Just looking to see what is on here, anything worth looking at. All right, I'm going to close a lot of these. Fuck, close the trigger happy here. Okay. But yeah, this goes and pulls and researches a lot of the coins. Okay. Now I can just go in here. Okay, so BSC is Binance and Base. We got Ethereum. But yeah, I'm going to have to start removing the Solana aspect of this because the Solana coins are driving me fucking mental. It's filling up the entire thing. But let's have a look. Liquidity, all of those are pretty much in line. Okay, buys and sells, good ratio. I'm looking at the growth. So let's have a look at this one. I'm just going to open up all of these actually, because there's only a few that are not Solana coins. The problem with the Solana coins is, like I said, there's ones released every few moments, and we're looking at them and trying to eliminate the bullshit. But okay, let's have a look at these. Okay. Kill that one. Kill that one. Okay. And kill that one. So having a look at these. Okay. Yes or no? Before we even start, yes or no? Talk about consistency. I mean, that is as red flag as a motherfucker right there, right? Okay, so yeah, perfect. Even though it's past, you know, it's got some yellow flags. external call risk, yeah. Balance model, yeah. But yeah, just that consistency, yeah. Fuck off. Right. This has been launched. It's going. It looks legit. Want to have a look at the flags. Okay. Other risks unspecified. Trading cooldown. That's not bad. Anti-whale. Again, I'm not worried about that because that is pretty standard. So, all right. Now, this is wrapped Ethereum. So, okay, we can go do a token check on this. $100 out of 100. Hello, world computer. Okay, so this one looks legit. Now, right now, it's had its initial thrust, pull back. It tried again, but it hasn't dropped off the face of the earth. So there may be a second shot. That would be one I could put on the side and keep an eye on, right? Now, Pippin, okay, zero interest for several hours. And now you can see no volume. In other words, no trades going on. That's why there's no variance. It's got all the websites and everything else, but again, let's do our token sniffer. Looks like just there's no interest in this. 50. Oh, done. Goodbye. Fuck off. Right. That one, no interest, dead. Okay. Pop smile, another one, dead. So we've got one that we can put on the side and look at and keep an eye on. Done. Now, can you explain again what you mean by honeypot and what it and how that looks like on the chart? There's all sorts of different things. We just saw one which was stair-stepped and very. When you see consistency or it's continuously going up, again, it means you can get in, but you can't get out. In other words, you can buy in, but you can't sell. That is not a good thing to have. So, all right. Where would you? I don't understand that question. Where would your buy-in be? Okay, BUY. Okay, where would your buy-in be for Hello? Again, we'll cover that tomorrow. The actual trading and everything else. We'll talk about that. Sorry, I was like, you're triggering my dyslexia there. But do you use indicators like MFI or Bollinger? We're going to talk about all the trading side of it tomorrow. Okay, so. Well, yeah, again, right now, all today is focused on is finding a coin. Now, I'll show you another little thing with this as well, because I'm going to just, I'll bring back in Solana, and I'm going to just search by logos. Ones with logos usually means they've got socials. You see all this? Boom. If they have a logo, it's quite likely they've got something going on. So let's have a look at that. They're not just a spam coin. They've updated stuff. They're actually going through. This is another. Again, there's so many different things in this that we can have fun with. Okay, so that one dropped off. Okay, fine. That one, fuck all. Okay. Fuck. There's always one coin. I don't pay attention to the names. I do apologize. Welcome to my world. Right. Anyway, this one not really popping. It's the chart looks legit, but it's not really doing much. But we got information to play with. Elon Musk's TikTok. Okay, so Elon Musk is the source of many coins. And anything he does, like Kekias Maximus, when he changed his name to that, yeah, there's lots going on. But potential. Right now, by the way, this is one thing with this industry, which is always interesting. There's always the things going on in social media. Right now, we got the inauguration of Donald Trump coming up. So I expect there to be a lot of inauguration style coins coming out. Anytime Elon Musk posts something, like he changed his name to Kekias Maximus on Twitter, because he's a gamer as well. That spawned a whole lot of coins that took off like crazy. So the cool thing is that some stuff like that just triggers a spate of interesting coins and a lot of potential profit as well. Get that one dropped off. That one's refreshing, but that, okay, this one did well. Okay, so this one, it's a little time's gone on it, but this one would have done around about 800%. Okay, so, but yeah, miss the first thrust on this one, could be a second setup later on. Again, that one's traded away. So, all right, so I'll look at this one. It hasn't broken its previous high. Could be one to watch, especially now. The reason I say this is TikTok right now is possibly going to be shut down in America because of a court order disconnecting from China. So Elon, there's been jokes that Elon Musk might buy TikTok. Again, it's this coin, but it hasn't really done much. Probably won't do bugger all, but let's grab the coin token. Maybe one to watch. Put the token in, click on tokens, 87. So yeah, it's passed those initial checks. Let's have a look at the Telegram. Stop showing me that. I don't care. Fuck off. Nothing other than a Telegram. Okay. 760. That's passable. All right. And then you can go into Telegram and see what people are talking about. Yeah, everyone's joking about whether they're going to buy it or it's not for sale. That's the thing. It's not fucking sale. But hey, it's a good talking point to get you, to get some attention. But yeah, it's a possible. We'll keep it up. You can keep an eye on it. Where I would look to buy this, just for reference for people, is if it breaks above that line. Okay, which could be anytime, and it could never happen. But that's what I'm looking for, is breaking above that. If it does that, yeah, it might be worth a trade. If not, okay, fine. Done. So, right, with that being said, that's a quick view of the radar. And by the way, you can do all sorts of this. I could say, okay, liquidity is greater than 50,000. Its launched age is greater than, and this is in minutes, so 4 hours, 4 times 60, 60 minutes, 60, and is less than 240, so 1 to 4 hours. There's all the coins, even Solana ones, that meet that criteria. So you've got enough data. You can then see how much growth there's been in the last hour or 2 hours. Let's have a look at this one on BSC here. Okay, red flag, can eliminate that, and so on and so forth. So there's all sorts of different ways to slice this up and use this tool. But for me, that makes my life so much fucking easier. But that was a sneak peek of it. I'm showing you the manual way so that you can do it, but yeah. But that's it. Once we do this, we've gone through all that, did it pass the test, go ahead and place your trade. That's what we're talking about tomorrow. Now, the biggest mistake that most traders make, because we're way over the hour here. Okay, so I just want to kind of get back on track and wrap this up. Risk management is critical. People being too greedy and thinking, oh, this is going to go to the moon. No, we don't bother with that bullshit, okay? We want to know where we're going to get out. We'll talk about this more tomorrow before you get in. Don't go all in on a single coin. Like when I read, oh, I put my life savings into Blowjob coin, Hop2 coin or what have you. I'm just like, are you that fucking stupid? What the fuck? People go into this not knowing how to trade. They don't have a plan to get out. They don't let emotions dictate decisions, letting greed keep you in too long. That's where fatalities happen. Okay, that's where people lose a lot of their money. We're very disciplined, and you'll see this tomorrow. We're very focused on what we do. When we find a good coin, it's okay. I know where I'm going to get out before I get in. I know where I'm going to cap my profit. I know a reason to stay in or extend my targets and everything else. But this is where the discipline comes in, and it's where the profit happens. I looked at Hawk 2 going, and I could see it, and I was watching it in real time. I wasn't trading that shit, but I could see it, and I was watching it. I'm like, yeah, I'd get out right there. And sure enough, went up a little more, then it crashed. But I hit my target, would have made my money, and I got out. And be very fucking happy. But I didn't trade that because I didn't like the fundamentals. I didn't like the situation. And I saw the snipers all coming in, and I thought, okay, it's going to be a shit show. I'm not going to bother. But I was watching it. But yeah, I'm not surprised what happened. But when I hear people like, oh, I lost all my life savings. Yeah, what? That shit is what just drives me crazy. So again, this is a business. Follow the process. All right. Assignment time. What I want you to do is at your leisure, and it could be tomorrow morning because it's late in the evening here. Okay. At your leisure, tomorrow, go find a newly launched coin on DEX Tools, use the quick sweep checklist, post your find in the Discord group, and whether it was good or bad. Why did you eliminate it? Why did you not look at it? Okay. The thing is, I want you to go through the process. Okay. Maybe do it a couple of times before the next session. That's it. Nothing complicated. Okay. Are we cool with that? Does that make sense? Yep. Yes, yes, or yes. All right. Perfecto. Right. So let's do a quick recap. All right. You found continuous flows of opportunity. You can see this new coin's launched every few moments. Verify and validate opportunities. I even showed you how to, again, use pre-launch lists and everything else. Use the critical quick sweep checklist. Avoid the number one mistakes and a ton more than that. But let's do a quick Q&A, and then I'm going to go over to the red. So we're going to keep this real short and sweet. If you've got any burning questions from today's session, I'm going to answer like 4 or 5. Okay, so post them in and rock and roll. Okay, first question here. Can I go through the launch pad again? Yeah, sure. Let me just pull that up. Launch pad. Okay, so let me just pull this up. Now, there's many launch pads. I use Pink Sale, but there's like DX app and a couple of others. I'll put links in the resources to a couple of them. But like I will do, okay, KYC, I'm gonna look, say at, let's have a look at Solana mainnet. And I want pre-sale and fair launch. Okay, so Baby Kexius Maximus, been documented, audited, and KYC. So sale is live right now. So I can look at this, lockup time. So boom, okay, that's all meeting criteria. The sale ends in a day. Okay, so I can then use this and say, okay, I can put it on my calendar to say, okay, I know this has ended. I can go check out their Telegram. I can go check out their website. I can then find out when they're going to actually open it to the public. That can be a great way to build up a calendar of known launches that you can then, when they launch, you give it an hour to see if it goes up, goes down, and it's fantastic. It's a great way to build up awareness of upcoming coins that, again, most people don't even realize or know about. But yeah, this is cool. Can go check out, again, the token's not live, so we can't check it out until it's live. But you can see, okay, it's obviously a baby Kekios Maximus based on Elon Musk's thing. You'll see a lot of like themes like this, but it's a fair launch, so that's good. But you can then go see what is going on. Let's have a look at their Telegram, their X. Okay. 16,000 subscribers, 3,925 followers. That's checking all the boxes. So what am I going to do? I'm going to keep an eye on this one. I'll probably join the Telegram and watch it for when it goes live. It's meeting the requirements. It's hitting all the liquidity side of things. So great. Now, one of the cool things is if they fail in their pre-launch and to hit their targets, then okay, you've not lost any money. You've not wasted any money. You're in, you're out, and everything else. We don't participate them in these, but this could be one to watch. And that's just a quick shot, a quick shot to find and queue up potential coins. And I'm doing that more and more with those. Okay, code 2, hold your horses. We'll get to that in a moment. In fact, I don't want to show that because we're doing the Q&A and then I'll give you code 2. All right, cool. How do we get access to the Rebel Microcap Radar to find new coins? We'll talk about that Thursday. What's the launch pad for? It's for a lot of these coins before they launch and actually go live. They like to get some capital in there so that when they launch, they have a good amount of capital. So they give out tokens early and you can use the launch pad. Basically, they do it to raising awareness. It's part of their marketing and it's a good thing. All right, cool. What's a good liquidity number? Usually about 30,000, but then when you get into that coin, check the market cap because we want that to be about 50,000 in general. Why are you focused on 1 to 3 hours and not days, weeks, or longer? We'll talk about that more tomorrow. We do, but we look for the initial on new launch coins because that's where the quick thrust potential is for those consistent 100 to 200% returns. We'll talk about that more tomorrow, but for longer, more established coins, there's also opportunities as well. Have you considered using Photon or BullX platforms to find, filter, and out? There are a couple of different options, but like I said, for what we're doing, this gives us the best information. Okay. I can't. There's someone asking, can you answer this one to me privately, just to me? I can't because I don't know your name, transaction information, everything else. Deb, I see that at the end. But again, you can go check the Warrior Plus purchases. You can see all your links in there for it. What is a fair token distribution in general? Okay, you want to make sure that not one single wallet has held a large majority of the tokens because that's indicative of potential work. But yeah, anything other than that doesn't matter because again, it depends on how many people are interested, how many people are buying and selling. But you want to see a good mix of buys and sells, and then that's why we were looking at that green column, which shows you a good mix of buys and sells. If you're seeing buys and sells and it's a good spread, that usually means it's activity. What's a fair launch? Is it a pre-launch? Yeah, it's basically going to be there's lots of definitions. Generally, what I look for is it's a pre-launch. It's going to be open. They're not holding. They've locked liquidity and all sorts of other things. They've burned a certain amount of supply. There's a few other little things that we talk about in the quick checklist. But the main thing is you've got the token in advance and you wait for the data. That's what we want. Did you release day 2 resources? Not yet. I'm going to put that across once we're done here. But again, Tam's been posting a lot of links and stuff like that as well. But yeah, I'll update the resources list once I'm done here based on today's trade. All right. How many trades do you place in one day? Depends if I find a coin or not. Maybe 1, maybe 2. Okay, I don't need to do much, and very, very fun. Now, in crypto world, and then stocks and options and everything else, I may have 5 in a day, but altogether. But yeah, it just depends what I find. Okay, all right. So, like I said, code 2 for today. $2 to win this. You need the code from yesterday and today. Today's code is MetaMask. Okay, so write that down, and go to the group and post your big aha moment for today. We'll pick a winner for that. But how can I save the links? Click them, open them, and what have you. But like I said, I'll put all the links in the Google Doc. So just go to the Google Doc, stand by, I'll have links in there. Okay. But yeah, go post your big aha moment in Discord for day 2. We'll pick a winner for that for tomorrow. Okay. All right. That being said, that's it. I'm going to use the restroom real quick and then I'll go over to the red carpet because I've drank way too many bottles of water this morning so far. So need to have a wee respite and then we'll go over to the red carpet. We'll do that and do the extended session. So see you in a few moments. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Where does the code go? You're going to have to wait until session 5 for that. I'll tell you exactly what we're doing with that. And then boom, just put it one side, make a note of it. Good to go. All right. With that being said, session 3 tomorrow, rock and roll. And like I said, we're going to go over to the red carpet secret link in a few moments. Don't forget. All right. Adios. I've got to find the bloody button to get out of here. 1 second. All the controls have disappeared, Sean. What are we going to do? All right. Bugger, where is that? Oh, you son of a bum. All right, there we go. That's what I wanted.